his opening statement.
Thank you so much, Chairman Burleson, and thank you to the witnesses for being here this morning. As someone who grew up experiencing increasingly frequent hurricanes and power outages, it is so important for our subcommittee to work on the issue of energy reliability, and I look forward to that. My constituents and many of our constituents are in danger because of the power outages after extreme weather. They cost families thousands of dollars in wasted food, medicine, create mold, mildew damage, and it's deadly. I introduced the bipartisan Energy Storage for Resilient Homes Act so Floridians and folks across the country can install home energy storage batteries as part of FEMA's disaster mitigation support. Proper energy storage combined with clean energy means reliable electricity. One meta-analysis of 11 studies shows that we can match energy supply and demand under any conditions with a 70 to 90% clean energy grid. Promoting clean energy is a key part of promoting reliable energy, and it has also been a huge benefit to the American economy. The support for clean energy that was found in the Inflation Reduction Act, including the home energy rebate programs, helped our energy supply, while also lowering bills and taxes for financially burdened families, upgrading our appliances, and protecting our homes from extreme weather. Despite those benefits, unfortunately, President Trump has now frozen a lot of this funding. The law lowered emissions, employed 500,000 Americans, and boosted American manufacturing while shrinking costs for families. From hurricanes to droughts, the climate crisis is here, and it is our patriotic duty to do everything we can to reverse it. And right now, our government is stuck in a vicious cycle of working to produce more fossil fuels, which then increases pay at big oil companies, which then worsens the climate collapse. Then the government continues to subsidize the fossil fuels, and then we produce more fossil fuels. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that these costs go down for working families, and I do think we need to break this cycle. One of President Trump's first executive orders, called Unleashing American Energy, is supposedly aimed at restoring American prosperity through affordable and reliable energy. However, the methodology is extremely weak. First, we'll continue to say that we're going to be imposing tariffs on goods from Canada, including crude oil, but the U.S. is heavily reliant on Canadian oil because most of the oil produced here is not compatible with our refineries and vehicles. Tariffs levied on Canada will increase energy prices for Americans, and it's not just energy. Higher energy costs make it more expensive to transport nearly all goods and materials across the country. So from clothing to food, the cost of energy is important in every single thing. Second, a key component of the executive order is ending the use of the social cost of carbon measured in federal policy making. This measure enables agencies to accurately account for all the cost of carbon-based fossil fuels and ensure companies are doing the companies that are doing the polluting are paying for the costs of the pollution. I just want to paint a picture of why it's so important to use the social cost of carbon measure. Let's say a new gas-fired power plant is built in the historic town of Eatonville, Florida, which is in my district. A family that lives a few miles away won't see a penny of that company's profits, but they will have to pay more when their kids get asthma or their parents have lung cancer. And as the increased carbon emissions cause climate change, they're at greater risk of a hurricane destroying their home or natural disasters, which also means that they will face higher insurance premiums if they can get insurance at all. This might just be a hypothetical, but it's already the reality for thousands of Floridians and millions across the country. I am looking forward to a lot of bipartisanship on this committee, though, in terms of many different things. The chair and I met. We talked a lot about housing and homeowners insurance and a lot of different issues that matters to everybody up here on the dais. The last thing I want to talk about real quick is a campaign promise that we're going to work at keeping track of. On the campaign trail, President Trump promised that, quote, under my administration, we will be slashing energy and electricity prices by half within 12 months and at maximum 18 months, end quote. It's a pretty hefty promise. It seems unlikely, but we're going to be counting to make sure that we can hold the president accountable to this campaign promise because we would love to see energy costs for people at home go down. And it's so important that people understand that just because the price of energy and electricity is going down doesn't guarantee that those savings will be passed along to consumers. and working families. And so we'll be keeping track of that throughout the year. We got 509 days left, and we'll see how that goes. The solution to how we can lower costs and protect our planet is right in front of our faces. It's clean, renewable energy. But I'm here to talk about the future and what we can accomplish. So thank you, and I yield back.
Thank